And public hearings on the Finance Bill 2025 and the Virtual Asset Providers Bill 2025 began in Nairobi, with 32 entities submitting memoranda to the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning. The National Treasury is aiming to raise at least 24 billion shillings by streamlining tax expenditure on products and services that do not directly lower production costs and therefore fail to ease the cost of living. Seth Olale was there.
With this year's public participation on the Finance Bill 2025 focusing on virtual asset transactions and profitability, cryptocurrency service provider Yellow Card was the first to submit its memorandum. The firm proposed reducing the tax rate on transaction value from 1.5% to 0.5% and recommended that the tax apply only to gains or profits from the sale of digital assets, not to every transaction.
Good afternoon. My name is Ken Chuguna.
And Jawala and Kana Law Firm proposed that VAT on electric motorcycles, bicycles and buses and supply of solar and lithium batteries be zero rated instead of exempt.
On that particular...
The regional law firm further recommends that the bill's proposed amendment on data protection, which would require taxpayers to share or integrate trade asset data with the commissioner, be shelved. The Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning, which is conducting public hearings, says Treasury aims to raise at least 24 billion shillings by streamlining tax expenditures on various products and services that do not directly lower production costs and therefore do little to reduce the cost of living.
The objective of this is not mainly to raise additional taxes, but to streamline, especially the way the taxes are collected, to ensure there is no redundancy, to ensure there is that our pieces of legislation are in line with the current advancement in technology. There has been, in most of the classes, as you've even heard from the stakeholders you've heard today, are cleanups, cleaning up where there has been repetition, where some pieces of legislation have been redundant. But of course, there are several things that have been raised by the stakeholders today. One is the risk of data protection.
The two bills will be considered simultaneously during the 2-week public hearing sessions running until May 30th, 2025. 10 more entities, including the Law Society of Kenya and Safaricom, are scheduled to submit their memoranda on Friday. Unlike the previous occasion where participants delved into the finance bill during the 2024 presentation, this time around focus is also on the Virtual Assets Providers Bill, with the government seeking to tap into the over $3 billion online transaction. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, South Sea, Nairobi County.